once things go wrong, that's where you see the new players like not know the best cape to go to or the best way to handle situations.
Yeah, I wouldn't count Chuck completely out of this. Aaron's got a really good PB, but when he tends to make mistakes, he kind of like snowballs. Kind of gets frustrated and mistakes.
There are several players in this tournament where I basically have a lot of faith in their skills in other platforming games, especially if it's basically a Mario game like Mario 3. Their skills in this game has just been getting better and better. I don't know where I'm going with this point anymore, but I believe in them for the tournament.
Well, platformers, they're all the same.
Quite all the
Mario
same,
1 Mario 1 translates perfectly into this game.
Yeah, I was able to pick up Mario.
Just saw that myself, Slice.
What'd you say, Link?
Yeah, I was able to pick up Mario 1 pretty fast and easy.
Yeah, you even, like, the NES version was too easy for you, so you started with All-Stars.
And the race has begun, so I have to work quickly here to recapture Chuck's screen. Hope everybody is already familiar with the plot of this game.
Wait, what happened with Chuck?
Oh, I just want to recapture Chuck's window, so I don't have his splits and everything else.
Whoa.
Oh? A lot of shell swag going on in the beginning of Yoshi's Island 2 here. Area51 is looking comfortable. Chuck doing it by the book.
Did Chuck start a little late?
They do appear slightly out of sync. At least on my stream, Aaron's splits are 1 second ahead of Chuck's.
Like, yeah, I think Chuck might have started a few seconds late. Unless he screwed up the first level, I didn't see if he made a mistake.
I don't think either of them lost time there. Both get the box jump.
He's like 4 seconds. Huh. Both players with the... Oh no, Chuck narrowly got the 58.
Chuck's, by their splits, Chuck is 3 seconds behind. That could easily be... I didn't look to see if Aaron was starting with SDA time and Chuck was not, but that would account for that.
That's probably what it is.
Chuck using Author Blue strats and then getting the swagfish. Do we have a preference for which stream's sound I go and capture? Because right now we are just going with the silence.
I would do Chuck's because Aaron probably is talking on mic.
Right after Iggy's Castle, we will get sound.
And I think Chuck, when he's on his race channel, he typically doesn't use the mic.
That's true. Chuck having an awful lot of jumps underneath the fence.
Yeah, I turned on Area 51's audio for a second and heard super loud. So yeah. Go with Chuck.
One knocking out Iggy. Chuck. Some trouble there.
Oh.
Couldn't knock him off quite fast enough, but there we go. And
he was smart to not keep banging on Iggy.
I leave you in the capable hands of Proclaw for a couple of minutes.
User was moved to your channel.
What's up, Raw?
Afternoon, fellas.
It's not afternoon here.
Is it nighttime? Is it 8 o'clock? 9 o'clock? What time
It
is
looks like it's dark outside.
Still light outside over here in Florida. So Darwin.
Yes.
So I was looking at the tournament. So I don't know Reaper, right? So I'm looking at the tournament, and if I beat Reaper, then that means it's likely going to be you or Mr. Cap. So there's a chance. All right. I would be happy to get killed by you and go down to the loser bracket. But if whoever loses against Reaper, or myself, right, has to go play Lag Attack.
Well, it's if you win, you have to play Link Dead, so it's not much better.
Yeah, I suppose. I'm trying to do it for the viewers. I want to beat this Reaper guy, put him down there. He's got a better chance potentially beating Lag Attack. So I'm trying everything, man. I'm learning every strat that I could possibly learn. Putting in a lot of time.
Both players get the shell, vanilla secret one, and avoid losing Kate.
Chuck looked like he was going for the double grab.
Yeah, I didn't.
Trying to get 2 power-ups at the end of the level.
Uneventful ghost house. Area 51 go for fast fly?
I'm sure he will. Yep.
Seeing more players go for
Chuck
that.
might even go for it, to be honest. I think Chuck did it in the last race.
I thought you needed a spin jump to pull that off, but I'm seeing many players use a normal jump this week.
I think most people do use a normal jump.
Actually, I always did spin jump. Maybe that's why I suck at it. Oh, Chuck failed it and failed the backup.
Level just got
Why?
interesting for Chuck.
This is a very challenging level to do no Kate.
It's the way if you don't know what to do, or you're gonna die.
I haven't learned the strat for if you fail quick takeoff to go back, to keep going and get P-speed. I usually just float my way back to the start and go for it.
It's pretty easy. You just land on the next platform and just run until you get it.
I defeat that blue Koopa, then run from the platform the blue Koopa's on, and fall down to the next one, and then take off.
Yeah.
That will give Area 51 quite a bit of a lead.
Gonna be tough to come back against Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron's no slouch. He knows he does most of the strats ultimately. So.
The more I've played this game, the less I feel like Royfly has a reliable comeback hope. Clips is really the only thing you have.
Link, if you did 100 attempts at Royfly, would you fail any of them, do you think?
Yeah. Sure I would.
I was just trying to gauge what % chance we can expect for the top runners to fail Roy.
Aaron just, he might have lost, what, half a cycle there, probably?
Oh, he didn't use the spring.
Like he decided to play it safe.
Yeah.
The time where he got up there, there was just no good way to deploy the spring and use it.
It's only about a 4-second loss if you quit at the top. 4 to 6 seconds.
That's exactly what it is on the red split. Now it's Chuck's turn. It's funny that quick spin jump over the thwimp I could never do for years, and then started trying to make a tutorial video for this level. And I said,
Whoa,
yeah, this is
Chuck.
kind of hard to do, and immediately was able to do it.
Chuck will miss a cycle.
He doesn't know.
Like he's not going to try and fly up with the spring after this. Which will actually
probably not
waste
worth it.
another half cycle. He has to wait for those blocks to come out.
The level makes you sit there and think about what just happened every time you screw up.
While Area 51 nails Vanilla Dome 1.
Yeah, S&W is a lot different than it was last time this tournament was around. Can't expect the top runners to make very many mistakes.
Are you talking about the like the racers themselves, Link, or is the run? I don't think the run's too different. I mean, F and W in general, yeah. I mean, a lot there. I guess the runners have gotten a lot better for sure.
Both
Yeah.
the strats have improved greatly, and
Yeah.
In the last tournament, the strat I've seen picked up the most, and this one is the normal fly at the end of Roy's, which I only recall a couple people doing that in the last tournament.
I will be perfectly honest. I saw Yuna do that, and she said she did it completely by accident.
I mean, that's
And-
how I found it by accident in the last one.
That was the moment I said, wow, if all the new runners can do this, I really have to start doing this. And
I'm seeing a lot of runners in this tournament not go for Darby and Yoshi, which was basically the big thing last tournament. Was everybody was going for Yoshi.
Oh, I don't like being associated with that Yoshi anymore.
Darby.
it's officially
It's
named
the
the
Darby.
Darby and Yoshi
You're the
now.
one who started.
Shroom
it.
has told me to get that Yoshi, so blame him.
Chuck in Vanilla Dome 1 now. Reclaiming his Fire Flower. Seen a lot of runners pass up. Ooh.
Oh, but he doesn't have
He's thinking about it. He's thinking about what he's going to
He
do.
understands the issue right now.
Yeah. Gonna go back and claim the cape.
It was a good catch on his part.
That moment where he stopped and you can kind of see the wheels turning in his head. Something's missing.
Well, we've seen a lot of runners not even know that cape exists and go back to DP1.
That has been kind of the more striking thing to see. I'm never sure, like,
It has its own name.
the Freedom Cape.
Well, they probably hear that term, but they don't know what it means, because nobody actually explains what it is.
We need an author paint picture
Ooh.
of it, okay?
And he knows about that cape, too. That's Milnium, I think. I saw him lose cape to those turtles and
Saw at least
not get the cape right there.
there was at least one race where somebody lost cape there and didn't know to get the one to the right.
Yeah, I know Milnium did it.
I've also seen several races where players leave Vanilla Secret 1 without a cape, and they go all the way back to Donut Plains 1 to get a cape without realizing
Right.
just immediately to the left in Vanilla Secret 1 there is a power-up, and it is a cape if you're big. Area 51 has had a solid Vanilla Fortress. Nothing to worry about there. Chuck now is entering the flyover levels. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Wow, just as
Aaron
I was
lost his
saying it.
cape. Oh wow, he almost lost his fire in there.
The hitbox for those fireballs, I think it just doesn't exist for the first second or so of its existence.
He knew that and took advantage of it.
Well done. So, we're in a kind of quiet moment in the race. What do you guys think so far?
I'm sure Chuck's hating himself for that mistake he made in DP4 or DP3.
If anyone wants to bet with me, I would bet that Area 51 is gonna win.
How much you putting on the line?
Put like 2,000.
I'm not gonna take that bet, but I'll throw out a different bet here. All right. How about? Okay. How about Area 51 versus
Oh
Chuck,
my.
and no cape, no stealth.
Oh.
No cape, no stealth.
51.
He
right,
took
as
your
I,
bet.
right as I start believing in him,
He's listening to the commentary.
takes a
I
dive.
want you to know that I believe in Chuck's SMB3 skills will carry over into a no cape environment for Super Mario World very well.
That will gain him back at least 30 seconds there. It's at least the entire level of Vanilla Secret 3 that he just got back.
I'm thinking
turned on his
collusion.
audio.
I think someone was about to bet me, and Area threw it too quickly.
Chuck not going for that backup cape. A little bit of a questionable move there, but I guess it does save maybe like half a second if even. If Aaron can stomp the Koopas this time, he's going for that bridge as soon as he can.
Chuck's probably going to get the backup cape in Butterbridge 1.
Yeah, no backup cape for Aaron. He'll have to get it in Butterbridge 2, which is not that bad. But it'll waste a little bit more time. And he'll also not have fire.
I think he'll get fire in FY1.
Chuck does not have fire either, so there's no net time lost for the race there.
They'll be on the same level for some amount of time.
Chuck enters the level with 300 seconds in game time to Area 51's 180 seconds left. Yeah, I do not recommend screwing around with that flight at all in the beginning of this level. Too many strange things can happen when you try and jump out of that parachute stance. Even if you die at the beginning of the level, it's still a good 10 seconds. That's a power-up. It's just not worth it. Chuck gonna get the dragon coins.
Wow. But everything bad I've said about Chuck, I take back now.
Area 51 gets the cape. Doesn't get it optimally with the Donut Plains 1 strats. What is Chuck doing?
Chuck has a system.
Like that we have the entire team coach cab here. It looks like he is going to go for the dragon coins. Area 51 reaching the end of Butterbridge 2.
I did collect all the dragon coins in my match, and I won, so it's a good luck thing.
Chuck, what are you doing?
Coins!
One
I
with
didn't even know
the-
about that last coin block.
I didn't either.
I was vaguely aware it was there. Area 51 in Ludwig's now, doing the crouch strats to not take off. And gets under all the
Smooth fly.
pottabos.
Aaron may be ahead, but Chuck's BB1 was beautiful. It was a lot of swag. I liked it.
Southern Speedruns, thank you for the host.
Yeah, Area 51 might be ahead in the race, but Chuck's got him in lives for sure.
I was gonna say in our hearts, but that is also true. Area 51 now going for the semi-quick kill on Ludwig. He has to stomp him after he turns before he hits the ground, and he gets it. $17.28 in his splits for Ludwig.
So he made the big mistake, but unfortunately Chuck also made a big mistake in this run.
Still have the gauntlet of the Clips, the Royfly, Chocolate Secret, and Wendy's ahead of us. Chuck, not
He
a
knows
terrible
about
place
the-
to lose the
He
cape, I
knows about the
guess.
false wall.
Thought he was gonna go pick up some more bonus lives.
Yo, I didn't even know about that false ball.
There's a pipe up there with the bonus game.
I'm a little curious if he knew about the false wall or if he was just kind of jumping for the cape and happened to go through.
I think he was just showing everyone off, showing everyone how to get up there. Kind of like the wizard
Oh, right.
Showing off the secrets.
We're learning about coin blocks. We're learning about false walls. I mean, Chuck, guys.
Chuck with the kind of scary fence section, but he gets through it. Area 51 grabbing the shell to despawn the blocks. I was surprised how many blocks despawned when I actually did finally grab that shell.
And you don't have to worry about eating the berries.
He's going for wings.
He won, watching Virus.
Oh, he's
Gotta
just
reset
showing
that
off
shell.
now.
No, he didn't.
He clowning.
We'll lose some more time to Chuck there now. And Chuck still has the longest castle cutscene scene here. Link, do you think he will go for bathroom break?
I'm gonna put no.
I'm gonna say second try clip here.
Area 51 up to Forest Evolution 2 in the clips. Remember, first try at hard clip, always free. First time,
Yeah,
every time.
first try. Third try dismounting Yoshi. First try clipping the goal.
Would be the more proper way of saying it. First try every time or first time every time?
Every other time.
Every other time, every time?
Every time.
Chuck having some difficulty guiding Yoshi through this level. Grabs the green shell though.
Making sure Yoshi's well fed.
Now he's going to use that to clear out a runway.
I bet that made you happy, Cab.
It does make me happy. I've seen so many players, it was mostly in round 1, so many players went to defeat the Hammer Brother, and all they had to do was either eat the Wigglers slowly or use a green shell and clear them out. And nobody went for it, and instead they spent 10 seconds beating that Hammer Brother. That's a little bit of just like straight up Mario improvisation, I think. Like when you play the game enough, you don't only know the speed strats, you kind of understand how the game works and where you can do the backup strats. Chuck RNG'd out. Oh man.
That's unfortunate.
Gonna feel awful.
He's,
I mean, if you're
he's not even going to try a second time.
You're
now.
comfortable doing hard clip. It's never the right decision to go for easy clip.
I'm not. Some racers, you know, if as you begin to learn it, you might not be comfortable with it, but you can,
Right.
you know it. Area 51. Oh, he's nailed. Oof. About to say he nailed it, and I think Mario's overalls might have gotten singed there. Beautiful Roy Fly. Fortunate spawning that one up. You clip through the wall just enough to get that one up. While Roy is easily dispatched. I think by killing one of the fish, the last Cheep might appear. Chuck is.
I don't like it when that Cheep appears.
Chuck is living dangerously with that key, but he's living.
I think Chuck will go for the 1-up in Roy's castle.
No.
No.
I mean, he's been showing off, like, all the 1-ups and stuff.
Oh no, he revealed the one up, but then he didn't get it. Area 51 going for the cannon fly, and there you go.
Loses cape. So this is not a fun level to do, no cape.
I need to lose his mushroom.
He just needs to get out of this level. Well, it doesn't.
Again, he
always
loses
get
his
the
mushroom.
spring at the end. He just needs to beat the level.
Does
Probably grab the midway.
Given what we're seeing, I don't think Aaron knows the no cape strats for this level, so this is just gonna be straight jumping through it as quickly as he can. Chuck with Roy Fly. Here we go. Oh no.
He's gonna have to go for the wall jump. at
Oh
this
my.
rate.
That
You
was-
screw up the beginning of the first pump.
I think he had a shot there, but he
Yeah,
Need
you can actually slow down your flying with
left
B,
button. Is it
and
B?
then you can actually make it up pretty easily.
Oh yeah.
Chuck nailing the P speed strats in Forest 1 at least. Area 51 going into Chocolate Ghost House without a cape.
Pick up cape
Unafraid.
if he doesn't run into a Eerie.
Some
He
of
has
these
that extra
jumps,
mushroom too.
some of these jumps are a little tricky. I see several new players coming in here and they just don't know how to dodge all the Eries and they inevitably get hit early on. Chuck with a successful Roy fly on the second attempt.
Not fully successful.
I'll
Survived.
make it.
Barely made that jump.
Yeah, that jump was a little early. Running under that fireball.
I'm telling you, he'd be
Despawning.
great at no cape, guys. He'd be great at it.
He would. Chuck's giving me a small heart attack here.
The no cape strat for Roy's is kind of interesting because you'll do a spin jump off of one of the falling spikes to preserve fire.
I honestly did not even see if Area 51 got the boo bounce in Chocolate Ghost House, but he's done.
I would assume so.
I would also assume so, but... Alright, so...
I mean,
Area-
that's the strat he does. So.
Yeah. Still has his cape, which is the best indicator that he got it. 76 to that pipe, nice.
We're all busy watching Chuck's butt clinch strats.
Yeah. Gotta watch where the excitement is. Chuck going straight into Chocolate Island 1. '51 with a solid first room. Chocolate Secret. Chuck, what are you
Ooh.
doing?
He's trying to save the pipe time.
'51 got P speed in room 2. Nice. He's gonna fly over the whole thing. Chuck not caring that there's a midway gate there for his convenience.
You can do something to despawn that midway gate.
I believe the midway gate is only there if you take the pipe.
Oh, really?
Yes.
He's thinking about it.
Chuck's raging.
Well,
Oh,
he realized
Yeah.
it. He was raging, but then he realized he
Pause
had
buffer.
Yoshi.
Pause buffering.
The pause buffer. And he brings the springboard through the goal.
He just needed time to make a decision. It was a solid catch.
That was a
Should
good
I
pause.
die,
That
or
was
should I ditch Yoshi?
that was a Captain N maneuver right there. To use the pause button.
That's
Oh, no,
actually
that was
probably
funny in
the
my
first
head.
time I've seen the pause button help somebody.
So Chuck now only has 2 remaining charge timeouts. Area 51 skipping the Wendy midway gate
oh, he
and
loses
he's having some
speed.
trouble with the fly, but he's gonna get that cycle.
You guys watch the feet.
Sometimes the feet lie, though, don't they?
Chuck is going for the boob bounce. Gets it. Area 51 3 cycle Wendy,
Feet
right?
never lie.
Thank you everybody again for showing up to watch these races and supporting the Super Mario World community. Tournament will be going on for several more weeks, so keep your eyes open for the next match.
I would have to assume, since Aaron's so far ahead here, that he's gonna go for the Crusher clip in Valley 2.
He was getting it in practice, and he has a lot of time. But you think he will go for it even though he's 2 minutes basically behind his PB?
Yeah, probably.
Depends if
went
he
for it,
knows
too.
where Chuck is.
He's watching this
Almost has to
stream, I
know.
believe. So he probably knows.
Area51 looks to be going for the no scroll. Chuck, I believe, wanted the midway gate, but thought better of going up and fighting the Chucks to get it.
Moves are definitely lined up correctly for the no scroll.
WhenChukAttacks did not want to deal with when Chucks were attacking. The D boost gets through the ring.
Was the no scroll a strat during the last tournament?
Yes.
We spoke about that a little bit during the first race as well, and I definitely did not know about it back then. Wisely ignoring that flower. And cape spinning the Chucks. I've seen a lot of players not cape spinning Chucks, and just trying to figure out how to deal with them. Orb.
People just want to stay away from those Chucks.
They do want to stay away from them. There are a few points where there are ways to deal with the Chucks, and people just, whether it's the cape spin or a stray shell or a block that's around, they just don't know how to deal with them.
I love
You're gonna
those
like-
Chucks though. I love when they interrupt the.
We've got two interesting levels side by side here in Vob 1 and Wendy's Castle. Oh, Chuck, what are you doing? Area 51 going the cape route beautifully so far.
Chuck
with
did what he needed to do.
yeah. Ooh, that spin fly there was a little risky.
What has he done that wasn't risky so far?
I actually don't have an answer to that.
So he's
Area 51
Room
grabs the
2.
backup cape. It was a good
better than Aaron did.
Wendy's.
Oh. Well, as long as he keeps the mushroom. Okay, now it's a problem.
Don't jinx it, Darvian. Lose a cycle now.
Watching
Dangerous
the feed.
jump. And there's Wendy.
Oh, Lack cut the 35. I don't know what his time is, but he just put a message in the Skype.
My.
We have a new member of the 34 club.
I just need some more consistency, and I might be able to play.
Aaron
He's going for it. He got it.
Easy peasy.
Easy every time.
Easy every time, not in a real run.
He's even going for the slide into the pipe strat there.
I'm expecting some going through the boo rings from Chuck, based on what I've seen so far. You can see some butt clenching. I, for one, have already changed my pants.
You have multiple pairs of Mario pants.
Oh, I would never wear my Mario pants watching Chuck.
Not even if it was Mario 3.
No, not even.
Aaron,
So I have a question about the scroll strat for the despawn. Is the position that you scroll at always the same, or does it vary based on how quickly you swim through the first part of the ship?
Want to scroll? It's the same point. You just want to
Okay.
scroll when put the boo ring on screen while the boo cloud is active.
Oh, it has to be while the boot cloud is active. I think that's what I was missing.
The key is that you need the Boo Cloud to be active, which means you can't, at the earliest, you have to wait until the last cycle of the Boo Cloud appearing orb before you go to despawn that ring. Otherwise, you risk the last cycle of the Boo Cloud not even appearing. Just like the spikes fall early in those like Roy's Castle and Vanilla Fortress, I believe you can get the Boo Cloud to stop appearing early. What it's worth, Area 51 did not get the Midway Gate in Bowser's Castle. Chuck going back for Kate before going for Vob 1.
Yeah, if you spawn the generator to stop the boot cloud early, then can't get the scroll. Scroll won't work, I mean.
Whoa, oh, that was weird. And Chuck knows the strats. He just hasn't had enough time to perfect them yet.
Chuck is an excellent Mario player.
Like, he goes for things that I don't even go for in this category.
Grabs the block there. Looks like Area 51 will go on to face the vocally talented Matchbox Matt. Winner in a photo finish last time, 0.8 of a second on a frame count.
Yeah, that match was nuts.
That was one for the ages. Stories will be told of that match.
Too bad you can't put comments on the challenge page for some of these matches. Actually, I think there is a way to put notes or something. That way, when we during the 2017 tournament, we can look back at it.
I look forward to that 2017 tournament. Chuck will go on to play Jarl Carl in the losers bracket. I didn't get to see the ruler of the Frost Giants early on, but
At 35-45.
45.
By
Excellent time.
splits.
Spot has 47, so close enough.
So the opportunity is there, but it's really hard to have a...
Area 51, thank you for the host. Thank you everyone who's been supporting the tournament.
Alright, I'll take my collections on everyone who bet $2,000 with me.
Oh, I forgot to make that bet.
You know, I'm willing the bet. I'm willing to let you still bet if you like.
Hey, Link, if I win the tournament, will you buy me the Blow controller?
Sure. Sure.
No, if I win the tournament, I want more Korean barbecue from Link Dad and the Twitch Bucks.
Okay, I think I can deal with those quests.
Chuck going for the R scroll early on here. Black Attack, thank you for the host. Mario World is officially the new hotness on Twitch. Oh, Chuck, what are you doing?
He's spawning the Podoboo early. Make the
floating over the lava
easier.
pits.
That's necessary. I'm gonna do that probably.
Stagger step there, and the stutter step to misdirect those fireballs. Chuck with the clunge strats getting through the fortress. I guess any strat that survives it without dying is a good strat.
Chuck attacks these categories in pretty intense ways. I think he's more comfortable without the cape.
The Mario Brothers 3 player, you almost expect him to be more comfortable not flying.
But knowing him, he's probably hates the way P-speed works in this game.
Outside of the oscillating run speeds, I'm not entirely familiar with the complete differences between Mario World and Mario 3.
Mario World is much less forgiving on keeping P speed with Mario, whereas Mario 3 you can jump in water and come back out and still have it.
True.
Or keep it through pipes.
Some of that's true. Mario
World, you tap left and you lose it. Kind of.
Chuck will be going for ball skip.
Oh yeah, he said he was trying to learn cape kill, but wasn't able to figure it out in time for this race. I told him just focus on ball skip.
LinkedIn, do you know the exact time differences for just going and kill Bowser as fast as you know, hitting him with Mecha Koopas as fast as possible versus ball skip no cape versus cape kill?
How many different strats did you just throw at me?
Well, you know, the first one basically, if you were like a player and you had no strats and you were just going to hit every Mecha Koopa that came out. Not the best ball skip there.
I think it's like 15 seconds or something.
And what about low percent ball skip? And then without ball skip.
Oh god, come on now.
And then Cloud, no ball skip versus Cloud with ball skip.
I know what you mean. It was just the difference between cape kill and then without ball skip. I think those are the important ones.
I think I'll make a flow chart sometime for you guys.
I have to add in how much time it saves to not get the mushroom if you're small.
That was an interesting way to attempt that first hit.
He's still working on that throwing items up thing.
Yeah, but that was like running towards Bowser. That was like a golf shot.
40-40 on
Smooth.
the splits. My splits, anyway. Chuck has already reset his own splits. I can't.
He's
see
ready
them.
for the next run.
Race time is 40-32 on race bot.
40-32. So almost. So he was. Yeah, I'm sure that DP3 death really rattled him.
DP3 death threw him off. The Roy death is roughly a minute all by itself. So otherwise, a pretty good run from Chuck.
And he goes hard and he takes any mistakes he makes really, really seriously.
Goes for it, man. Chuck attacks.
So who's next?
Who is next?
I believe it was Ron Nationus and Dots Are Cool.
Dots are cool.
Mm.
I'm gonna have to ask, does anybody have their Twitter streams? Oh, their Twitch streams.
Dots Are Cool P. Ron Nationus.
Ron Nation, I want to say he raced Icarius, if I'm remembering right. And he was doing a lot of. He knew the fast strats, he just wasn't very consistent at them in his first race.
Dots are cool P is a stream. Hope for the best.
Ron Nationus is playing skill up Mario.
Oh, Nick J, I think, has it. Chuck looks like he's going for the salty run back. Or he just hit
I'm head
reset.
out. Thanks for letting me bother you, Mr. Cab. Y'all take it easy.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Proclaw. Always a
See ya,
pleasure.
Pro.
Can you say your name for us one more time?
I don't actually. I've never done that. I've always let other people do that, to be honest with you. So if anyone wants to scream it, that's fine.
Okay. Proclaw!
There you go. Thank you, bud. Take it easy, y'all.
See ya.
User disconnected from your channel.
And looks like Ron Nationus is playing in. Is this a Kaizo?
Skillet Mario.
Let's start fixing some layouts here. Excuse me a moment, I'll be focusing on this. Funny because I hit capture screen region